Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Success Saturday, everybody. Now, it looks a little dark. Well, it looks dark because it is dark. It's dark outside. I'm so mad because I was supposed to take my son to the pumpkin patch today. But it's dark outside, so I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, y'all. Good morning. Say good morning in the chat if you are here. Welcome to Success Saturday, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Lakisha, and I am a certified life coach. And I am on here every single Saturday at 9:30 a.m. with you, my tribe, as we try to just have fun with this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Angie. Angie, how you doing this morning? Do you feel rejuvenated, Angie, after being gone so long on your trip? How you doing? Mm. And I got a cup today. I just wanted to showcase this cup. Fill my cup, Lord. This cup came from vinbonalley.com. So if you have not gone to her shop, she has an amazing, amazing shop. So I think I've ordered like all of the mugs off of her site. I think I have all of her mugs. Okay. So if you like this cup, go ahead on over to benbonalley.com. It comes shipped pretty tight. I doubt if it shows up broken because the way this thing came, it came shipped real tight. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, how you doing this morning, girl? I miss you, Cheryl. I hope all is well. Angie said, I'm doing good. Yes, rejuvenated. I had a relaxing day in my craft room yesterday. Okay, that's so good. Playing with your planners and stickers. That's right. That's right, girl. Do you, do you. I had a great time yesterday too, planning my planner stuff because it is Christmas season for me. Whenever you see Hallmark go to Christmas stuff year round. Hi, Jason. I see you in the back. Whenever you see Hallmark go to Christmas stuff year round, okay, that kicks in Lakisha. Okay, so when you see Hallmark, think of Lakisha. Hallmark, Lakisha, Hallmark, Lakisha. Hey, I'm good. Miss you too. Oh yeah, Cheryl, we went to a plan. I went to a planner meetup, and I thought about you. Hopefully, you'll get to go. And I don't know if they're having a planner meetup in November, but everybody locally, we have a group that's having a planner meetup. It's a small group, like 10 people. So it's all good. So I am excited today. I have a special guest, and he's here, so I don't want to keep him waiting. His name is Jason Epting, and he actually works with me. And we were having a conversation, and Jason was like, "You need me to do anything?" I was like, "Don't ask me that, because if you ask me, I'm gonna figure it out." So, but Jason is awesome. He is actually a leadership coach, life coach, exercise coach. He's a coach like me. It's so good to meet people like me because sometimes I think I'll be the only one sometimes. But but he's a coach like me. He is amazing. And the way he explains stuff, he just gets you so excited. And I think his energy matches mine. I'm trying to be calm this morning. I got my coffee. I'm trying to be calm. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Marcy. Hi, Rebecca. Oh, this is Becky. Hi, Becky. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Welcome to the tribe. All right. All right. Okay. Look like I got my success tribe on here. We are going to get started. Let me bring Jason to the front. Here I come, Jason. There you are. Look how easy that was. Jason, can you hear me? Testing.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm ready to go. I get up pretty early every morning. So this is a blessing to be with you and your group this early, because usually it's just me by myself reading or working out or something like that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so glad you said workout.
Yes.
So Jason, just tell us a little bit about yourself. We're all here like anxiously waiting to ask you some questions about exercise. Now,
Cool.
Jason, I do want to tell you this is my last video in a 4-part series. So
Okay.
the first time I came on, we talked about um how much should you exercise based on your age range. The
Okay.
second time we came on, we talked about creating an exercise routine, and that actually helped me because I started doing the routines. Been great. And then last week when we came on here, we talked about exercise equipment, and I was on here sweating. I was on here sweating, showing everybody my exercise equipment. So today we just want to. This is like a Q&A. We want to ask you questions. I have my notes here because I got some questions, and
Okay.
then we'll take questions in the chat. So Jason, can you see the chat?
I cannot see the chat.
Okay, that's okay if you
Okay.
can't.
And you just let me know, and
I'll let
I'm
you
ready.
know.
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna start. The first question is, who are you and why you exercise?
Okay. My name is Jason. I go by a lot of different names just because of the different things I do. I wear many hats. So I go by Jason. I also go by the name for people who really know me, Epting. I was a college athlete and I just continue to want to be an athlete. I say I'm an athlete still, not the same exact as I was in high school and college, but I am an athlete nonetheless. And so are you. The other thing is, I do call myself my family called me Bam Bam when I was younger because I like beat up everything and bust things up. So they call me Bam Bam. I call myself the Big Bronx Flex. And let me just tell you a little bit about that, which is something that's
Yeah.
passionate for me. I use exercise and fitness to actually connect with my community, connect with other people, connect and mentor other people through working out. So usually if somebody's like, you know what, I'm having a hard time, or Epting, I need to talk to somebody, I use the gym, and we go to the gym first, we talk, we sweat it out, and then we have our conversations. And usually I've had the most impact with my mentees by training, but also having these deep conversations that we wouldn't have had otherwise. And it's also a way for me to get out the house and actually work out. So it's like one of those things where I can put it on my calendar and like use it as an opportunity to work out. And lastly, I have a rap name. I have a son who is 24, who's a rapper, and I just want to support him. So I had to go by Guantanamo.
Guantanamo.
And for short, it's Gitmo. Like I want to Gitmo. I want to Gitmo. So
Get more, like get more money. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's a play on words. I think it's brilliant. He doesn't. He just embarrassed probably most of the time. But I don't know. But for these purposes, you can call me Jason. You can call me Jason. You can call me Coach. You can call me Epting. You can call me brother. Which all those things work for me.
All right. Oh my gosh, Jason, I love the way you use the gym like a golf course. You know how people say they seal deals on golf course? You
Mm-hmm.
seal deals in the gym. I love it.
I mean, it could be an old college. It can be a student I had in 5th grade now in college. It can be. I actually trained 4 mentee principals right now. Like, and they just get the. Because here's the thing, like you said earlier, like having a workout partner and having people push you is one thing too, but having people with like minds who you can synergize your ideas, like planning or life coaching, or let's just say you were passionate about like mental health, whatever it is, you can make all those things mesh together and synergize, and it just makes you feel better. You can start the day with something like positive and starting with somebody else. And I have to say, this is a tip I'll give for everybody: having an accountability partner, somebody to work out with. There's times, even me, I'm a workout enthusiast. But there's days I just don't want to get up and do it, So just knowing that there's somebody else there will get you there that other 30% of the time you might not have done it by yourself. So that's something that I would live by. And I know that even in the last year with the ups and downs and the being at the mountaintop and being in the valley, just coming out of even a valley, like it's good to have people there. And to do it on your own is just like, it's very overwhelming. So it's just like, that might be something you want to consider in your workout plan, or just finding at least 1 or 2 times a week somebody that you really like to be around that you don't get to be around, and just use it as an opportunity to connect.
Yeah, and you could do that virtually too. Like a lot of us, we don't have our close friends around, but like I was even thinking about, I mean, I didn't do it for various reasons, but I was even thinking about going on our Facebook group. And if you're not part of our Facebook group, get in there. And it's in the description if you want to know where it is. But I was thinking about going on there and exercising myself just with somebody. So you can do it virtually too. It doesn't have to be in person. But Jason, we have some people saying, oh, Marcy said, hey, Coach Epting. That's Marcy. And then Angie said she used to call her baby brother Bambi.
Oh.
So that's nice. All right. So I have another question.
Okay.
As a woman, uh, exercise is very hard for me because I'm juggling like a lot of stuff, like between work and family and friends and husband and
Mm-hmm.
just even just trying to get some peace myself. Sometimes it just it's overwhelming for women to exercise. Like, do you have any advice for us? Like, how what can help us exercise? Because it's hard for us.
I hear you. I do have advice, but again, I am not a woman, but I am a husband to a woman. It's interesting you said that because today even she's a ballet instructor, so she teaches at Broadway Dance Center. She's a ballet instructor. Just she does it all, and that's the whole thing. Like from my perspective, I think the people in your lives care about you so much that they would right now, I think that what happens with women, especially, is like they feel guilty to carve out time for themselves. I'm
Absolutely.
here to tell you, carve out that time. We
Yes.
want you to carve out that time. And I wish I was so proactive enough that I would do it, help to facilitate it. But sometimes, I just lose it a little bit and get caught up with my own stuff. But I would, so if you have any men in your group, I would say, be proactive and carve out and ask, hey, is there a time you want to do some things that you don't normally get to do for yourself? Put it on your calendar. You know what? Most of the people in your life are all right with it. The people who usually are all right with it is the person themselves. They feel guilty. You got to
Yeah.
get rid of that guilt and just do it and put it in your calendar and just say, this is my time. And guess what? All the other stuff I feel starts to mash together in the right way when you prioritize your health, prioritize some time to yourself so you can be better off when you're with your husband, your kids, your job, your bridge group or your wine book club,
Your
whatever
plan,
it is.
your planner community. That's fine.
Planner community. I got to get in that. I don't think I haven't met the minimum requirements yet, but I'm working on it. As you know,
Minimal requirements. No, I love that because I think as women, we feel guilty a lot. We've been socialized to feel guilty to do things for ourselves. But I want to encourage women that you should feel guilty not exercising because that means you're not creating longevity for yourself. Exercise is the fountain of youth. So if you don't exercise, you're actually putting yourself in a position to not be here on earth at your full capacity. So I want to encourage women to change that guilt to if I don't exercise, I should feel guilty. Not if I exercise, I feel guilty. So everybody, please put questions in the chat. Jason's here to answer any questions you have about exercise. So populate those questions. I want to go to my next one, but please put some questions in the chat because that's why he's here.
Right. It could be a juicy question too. It doesn't have to be super PC. I'll be honest and transparent. That's all I can really be. And there's a lot to this. So please, anything you've been thinking about, even if it's like, what is intermittent fasting? I'll tell you what I think and what I know. And this is the space to do it. And you're safe with me. You're safe.
Thank you. And we're going to ask that question too. That's what I do. I'm doing it right now. Okay.
Me too.
Um, so Jason, what is the minimum amount of exercise that anybody's supposed to do? Like people when they start beginners, it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna go an hour 7 days a week, like when you're first starting off. I do know that. But what is like the minimum we should do to get some results?
I think to get results, I mean, if you think about it, if your heart rate goes up at least 20 minutes a week, that's a good place to start, right? But that's a little too low, I would say. I think that but again, any start is better than no start at all. So I'll say that. But what I would recommend for people who are starting is look at your week, just put everything out. And if you have a planner community, this is good for you. Like me, I just kind of pop up and start doing stuff. I need to be better at that. But if you have a plan, just carve out 20 to 30 minutes. And I would carve out 20 to 30 minutes for at least 3 days a week for you to do something to get your heart rate up. That I would say that's a good start. Once you have committed to that and you're looking at your schedule simultaneously, like, does this work? Can I really commit to this? Or did I put this at a time that was a little bit too time crunchy for me? Or, hey, or is this day work for me? You have to play with that, but you have to start with 3 days a week, at least 20 minutes. You can go to 30 minutes. I would suggest not going over 45 minutes an hour. It's just too overwhelming. And if something happens to bump it out, you end up missing the whole time. So I would say 20
So
to
we're
30.
asking about the hour thing because a lot of gyms, like in a lot of programs and classes like Zumba, they are hour classes, and a
Right.
lot of them are only cardio. Is that the best thing to do? I know I've been I'm in the camp of toning and aerobics. So I like toning and aerobics, but as a diabetic, I have been told it is not good for me to go a whole hour at a time, just straight exercise, because it can bring my sugar too low, and that would be a problem. So can you talk about that?
Yes, of course. And thank you for bringing that up. All too often, I think that people think that if you do a whole hour of cardio, you're doing your body service. I personally do not believe that. I think that a lot of people who do cardio for a whole hour actually don't see results for many reasons. Either their blood,
Excuse me, that was
exactly. So
15 years.
exactly. And it's like, wow, I've been killing myself in the gym, or I've been killing myself swimming, or I've been killing myself doing these different things. The way that I look at it is like, just be mindful that your body is like your heart rate should get up to about 20 minutes per day. But if you have an Apple Watch or anything like that, you'll see that your heart rate probably gets up. And if you are active, that it probably does that a lot. I personally recommend two different things. If you are here and if you enjoy a class for an hour and that's how long it is, and you want to do Zumba for an hour, which is really encouraging, do it. It's not going to hurt you. However, add some resistance training to your regimen. The more your muscles build, the more they want to burn fat, and the more that it burns and your metabolism just skyrockets. Then your toning, like I know some women will say, I don't want to bulk up too much. I don't think you have to worry about that right now unless you're a bodybuilder. So really, a bodybuilder is like checking their macros and eating a gram of protein for every single pound they have. You're not doing all that. Don't get into that unless you want to. But what I would say is like, don't worry about if you feel like you're bulkier because of the resistance training. You actually, I would say that a lot of women who have gone through this feel more feminine because you can see this toning of their actual bodies, and they don't usually lose the assets that they want to keep. So be encouraged by that.
Okay, that's great. We do have some questions, Jason, in
All
the
right.
chat. The first one is oh, Angie said yes. Tell us about intermittent fasting.
Cool. So intermittent fasting, I am actually on the cycle of doing intermittent fasting. It's been proven as a way to accelerate weight loss.
It works.
I've done all kinds of different diets, to be honest with you. I don't know if people remember these diets. Like there's like a cabbage soup diet.
Oh, I don't know how people did that one. I don't like. Oh,
It was the worst. It was the worst. There's keto. There's all these different things that you can do. But this uses the science of your body. So going into a fasting state will actually help your body just to use the nutrients and energy it has during those time. And then when you break your fast, it continues to break down all those things. So I would say that when you're in a fasting state, when you start to eat, then that's when your metabolism is still skyrocketing. You do not want to starve yourself, though. This is the thing I want to say. Intermittent fasting, you're still supposed to get the calories in your window that you have. You're still supposed to get the calories that your body calls for. So for instance, I don't have the calculator here, but you can look it up on any website just to look up how many calories am I supposed to be eating a day at my height and my weight.
Okay.
If you're still trying to lose weight, you still want to be in a deficit, right? You still want to be in a deficit. So if they say, for me, I think it's 2,750 calories a day to sustain energy, health, and keep my body and my organs functioning in the right way. So I can still go in a deficit of like 400. So I'm shooting for 2,250, right?
Okay.
If I stay in that deficit, then I will eventually lose weight. However, the fasting and working out actually helps accelerate that. I'm on a 16-8 window. And what that means is I fast for 16 hours. and then I eat all of those calories. I try to. It's not easy for me because I've always had these issues with eating and all that. But I try to get those calories in that 8-hour window, and I'm still eating pretty healthy though. I get to eat what I want to because I'm eating at a deficit. As long as I stay in my deficit, I'm good. So don't feel like you can't eat things you like. You can, but as long as you stay in that deficit, you'll be good. But I would say I still try to eat things high in protein. I try to eat good fats like avocados and
I love
those kind of
avocado.
things. Like the things that, like, if you can think about like avocado toast with your
Yeah,
with
that's
with
ooh, that's the best.
oil and all that stuff, that's good. Those are good fats.
Yeah.
I would say that 16-8 window, I try to have good foods in those, but then like I have my own cheat day a week. Like I've been saving up these calories. I'm going to eat some wings because obviously I'm going to eat some wings. That's just the way it is. There's no other
And
way.
so I do it too, Jason. And my 16 is I use the one where some of the hours of while you sleeping. So I'll stop eating at like 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and then I won't eat until 12 the next day, whatever the 16 hours
Yeah.
are. But part of that is sleep, which helps me to make it not just something I do sometimes, but it's like a lifestyle. So I do it like 3 or 4 times a week. And I let my body tell me. My body will tell me if I need some avocado toast for breakfast this
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yep.
And then other days, like I'm not even like right now, I'm just drinking coffee with 0 sugar and I'm not hungry. And I'll just drink this 1 cup until lunch and
Right.
I'm good. And so that has been helping me. Like I lost 20 pounds during intermittent fasting. Yeah. So it definitely has been working.
Right. I wanted to
Good
say
morning,
something about that.
Karen.
I wanted to say something about that because like you can change your windows too to fit your lifestyle. So right now, like me, I've never been like, I love breakfast foods, but I'm not a breakfast person. I get up, I work out, and I like kind of just hit the ground running, right? So my fasting window, I don't even want to say it because some people are like, wait, you can really do that?
Oh, yeah. You can do
It
it.
works for me. So, but I would say if you can capitalize on your catabolic state of being sleeping, that
Yeah.
is the number one thing that's going to help you. And you should get rest. If you're having trouble sleeping and those things, that's something that you want to pay attention to and track. My window though is like 3 o'clock p.m. to 11. So the reason why
Yeah.
the reason why I do that, and it may sound strange to some people, is because, and I like skip breakfast and lunch and then start eating. The reason why mine is that way is because I have like a pretty intense workout, like at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
The
okay.
later I like have, like if I can go like a little bit later, like 9 to 10, I still have energy for that. You don't want to be working out and like hurt yourself because your window doesn't work for you. So if I still feel like spent, I will have a protein shake or something like that, which I don't really believe in supplements that much. But I do have protein shakes on the side in the event that I feel like a little, I need a little boost during that time.
Mm. Okay, perfect. We have another question. Cheryl says, if you are doing cardio often, does it matter how much you eat?
Yes, it does matter how much you eat, because I think of it in a different way. Like I think some people may think, am I going to burn like, remember cardio will burn calories. However, food gives you energy so that you can burn calories. So if you don't have the food intake, you can really be using other parts of your body to like try to get it to, how do I say this? Like if you don't eat enough, and this has been a problem in my life, and that's why I didn't see results in a long time. If you're not eating enough, what happens is your body starts to be like, oh shoot, something's going on. I'm going to hold on to every little thing I can get. And then as soon as you eat your next meal, guess what? All that cardio you didn't really do much for that because your body wants to hold on to it.
Okay, that's so good because I know a lot of people who say, I don't eat much. I just eat 1 meal a day. And I'd be like, no, like it's not on a intermittent fasting. It's not like scientific. They just like, I just eat 1 big meal a day. I'm like, no, you're actually doing harm. So is that what you're talking about,
Yeah,
Jason?
it is. It's
Yeah,
like your body.
logical.
Yeah, it's like your body starts attacking itself, and then all the things you think you're doing, it does the opposite. And you're like sitting around like, man, I did an hour of cardio. I only took in 1 little meal. Why do I still feel this way, or why am I still the same weight? it's because your body's trying to protect you, really. And like you put in that one meal, it wants to hold on. It's going to hold on forever and for dear life for that one meal. Even if you work out, it's trying to hold on to it. So
what do you recommend, like, what is the recommendation for like eating during the day?
I would say it depends on what your goals are. Me right now, like I want to shred and I want to like muscle toning and all that stuff. I want to look muscular, right? So it's like, okay, so
I want to look muscular though. I want to look muscular.
You're right. Just tone. Yeah. You want to look like, okay, I like the way I fit in this thing that I used to fit in. I want to feel the way I want to feel in that, not uncomfortable. I want to look in the mirror and feel okay with that.
Yeah, that thing.
Those kind of things. Nothing too crazy, right?
Right.
So it's like, I think that there's different ways you can do it. I like intermittent fasting because I have a goal. If I was just going through regular life and just eating, I would just eat my recommended meals. I love spending time with my family, so every meal matters to talk. But I'm just being mindful of the things I eat. Your body is I just try to stay in the range of the calories I'm supposed to have and maybe stay at a little bit of a deficit. And I can even switch those up too. Like, let's say one day I have, 1,600 calories, 1,600 calories, but then I have a cheat day. I'm saving up some of my cheat day for the wings and if you drink wine, those things, all those different things carry calories. So it's like, if you have a day that you're going to do that, just be mindful of what you eat during the week. Okay. So some people eat 6 meals a day. That's overwhelming for me.
Oh, I can't do that.
But there's small meals a day, but it does help your body get to be like, okay, I'm going to get something. And then it burns, thinking like, oh, I'm going to get something soon anyway, so I'm just going to keep burning. All of those things work. I just say, do something that works for you, that you can actually do, that you can feel yourself being successful with. Just don't do things that are harmful, like get your sleep. Oh, I forgot to say this. One of my secrets to staying fit and feeling I can actually make my goals, is I drink a lot of water in the day. Like, sometimes your body is telling you that it's hungry, but really it's not. It's dehydrated. So I drink close to, before my body type and weight, I drink close to a gallon of water a day. And it's not easy for me either. I take a 32 ounce. The first thing I do is 32 ounces of water, and I just finish it. Then I fill it back up. That's the key. If I don't fill it back up, it might not ever get touched again. So every time I drink the water, I fill it up. And then what happens is, over the course of the day, I try to make sure I get 4 to 5 of those down. And then in a day, it's not easy, but you get used to it after a while. And then, especially if you're checking for it. But that's been a key. And then your skin, though, your skin gets like, if you do it for a month, people will talk about your skin.
Y'all hear that? Y'all better drink that water. I know. I get close to it. Like, for me, I say I want to drink 10 cups a day. And so I'll drink like 8. I'm like, man, But so I'm still working up to like drinking as much water. Now I don't really, my rule is that I don't drink calories.
Yeah, me either.
I don't drink calories at all. So anything that has calories in it, that's a liquid, Lakisha ain't drinking it. So that's helping me too. Yeah,
that helps me. And like, if you are a person that's trying to kickstart your, like, say, weight loss, you can fast from those. Just fast from the things that are like your problem areas. So if you drink a soda a day, you will see some benefits from just fasting for that for a month. Like, let's just say 2 weeks. Fast from 2 weeks or a month, and then or like to say I can have a soda on Friday or something like that. You will see some results, and you will be able to be like, okay, this may be the area that I can jumpstart. And then it might not be worth it to you anymore. Because I don't drink alcohol anymore. But when I did, I love a good IPA, and the double IPAs, and they carry a lot of calories. I like my bourbons and whiskeys and those different things, but those carry calories, and they contain sugar. So it's just like, you just have to be mindful of how much you're consuming. You can do everything in moderation. I don't think that, like, for instance, if you're a wine drinker, I don't want you like, in order for me to be fit and healthy, I'm going to take out wine, but you're so stressed out because you really crave that wine. Like, make it a reward for yourself when you got through the week. So look at it that way.
Okay. Hi, Deidre. We have some more people coming in, Jason. Hi, everyone. We're talking to the wonderful Coach Epting, Jason, the big Bronx Flex. He is
Right.
here to talk to us about exercise. And we have a lot of questions in the chat. So let's get to it. Karen, I know Karen's my friend. She's a coach as well, and she works out.
What's up?
Karen's question is, what supplements do you recommend? I know that all supplements are not good. Do you have brands of supplements that you recommend?
That's a good question, Karen. Hey, Coach, good to see you. Me personally, I've come a long way with thinking of supplements. I think that in some parts, different gym rats and different people just give you advice and kind of like you just go with it and just do what they say. I've gotten to the point where I feel like the more natural I can be and the more I can just get what I need from what I eat, I think the healthier I'll be. And that's one thing I'll just say. However, though, when I am having a hard time or hard time getting the supplements, and things that I would recommend are make sure you have your fish oil. I get triple strength fish
Oh, let me
oil.
write that down because I
Um,
don't take fish oil.
yeah, fish oil. And if you're vegetarian or vegan and you don't want that, there's other omega 3s that you can supplement and put in your body. Some
Are
people
multivitamins good? Like I take a live multivitamin. It says it got 100% of everything in it, but I don't believe it. But
right. It's interesting. I think that it doesn't hurt to take a multivitamin.
okay.
Depending on your age too, you can look at the ones that fall in your age range. I don't think it hurts to take that. It's not going to hurt you to have that. But if you're trying to eat that, it'd be better. So I would say a multivitamin, vitamin,
Should be in addition to a
triple
good
strength fish oil. Some people are deficit of vitamin D, especially with COVID and all those
I
different
take
things.
that.
So you should take vitamin D if you feel that you need that and you're not getting enough sun and those things. But other than that, I don't think that you need much more than that. But I will say these are the ones I would stay away from. Stay away from pre-workouts. Stay away from the energy. It's gonna burn fat. All that is like a bunch of caffeine, and yes, it may make you feel jittery or make you feel like you're burning a lot, but really, I don't think it's good for your body. It doesn't need it. It's not natural. If you want some energy, you should eat, and you could eat raw vegetables. You can eat all kinds of things. I think you could. I think a supplement that I'm like up and down about is protein shakes. If you are going to get a protein shake, I would say because some people are trying to up their protein because they're working out more and they're trying to get their muscles to recover.
Okay.
And they don't feel like they can get enough. Like my little sister, you can look her up too. I think it's at Jilly Bother. She's crazy. Like she's a bodybuilder. I'm like, yo, how did you do that? But she's adding a lot of protein to her diet. So she'll have like, a yogurt and then she'll add protein. I'm saying that I don't think you need to replace meals with protein. I think that if you want to add a little bit more just for your muscles to recover, because you're getting used to working out and used to like your legs, if you work out your legs, which are the biggest muscles, your body starts to like react to that, and you might get sore, but your body's saying, oh shoot, we're getting more muscle and less fat. You may want to add a little bit, but you can get that from Greek yogurt. You can get that from cottage cheese. You can get that from even broccoli. Like all those things, you can have protein. You just have to just be mindful to add you don't have to have a shake, but if you want to, it's not going to hurt you. I don't think you have to though. I think the more natural you go, your body processes it different. But get a whey protein though, because it's good. And try to stay away from high sugar ones. Don't just grab one off the thing. Look at the
Please
sugar.
check the label. Yeah.
If it's
Check
5 grams, I would say, because you don't want nasty ones either. Like if you're gonna get it, you might as well get something like if I was getting a protein, which I just ordered one just in case, like I got a fruity pebble flavor, and I'm like I'm gonna add it to my yogurt with a little bit of fruity pebbles on the top. I mean, okay, that sounds good. This is pumpkin spice season. Get a pumpkin spice one, and then I add like a vanilla chai tea in it. Like you can do all kinds of stuff with it, but yeah, just get one that you like though.
So the big takeaway here, y'all, is you should eat for your energy and protein. But if you need to get energy and protein from a supplement, take a multivitamin. Get shakes that taste like fruity pebbles. No, like good taste.
I can't wait for the Amazon person to come in like any second now. Like I'm just waiting for it. I don't even need the protein. I'm supposed to be fasting right now, but I'm like, I can't wait to have that in my hand and try it because it's a hack. You know, like if I feel hungry or something, I'm like I'd rather have something I like that tastes good and I'm adding protein, which people on the chat, I want to let you know, like one thing about me, I'm a big guy right now and I'm like muscular and those things, but at home, everybody in my house is vegetarian. So I'm not asking anyone that's preparing meals, myself included, to like have meat slopping around all over the place, and it just disgusts everybody here. So I'm a flexitarian. Like I eat all my meals here mostly, but when I sneak out, oh yeah, I'm getting my wings when I sneak out. Like I mean, like making dates with my friends. Like Lakisha, do you want to? Hey, Lakisha, we have to have a work meeting. You want to meet over at? Do you want to meet over at the BW3s? Like that's just. It's like we're either meeting to work out or we're meeting at a place I want to eat some meat. So that's how my meetings usually go.
That's awesome. All right. Cheryl says, does using weights make you bulk up? Wait a minute. No, wait. She has two questions. Okay, two questions. The first one is, how many calories should you eat to maintain a certain weight if you want to be, say, 150 pounds? How many calories should you eat? And her second question is, does using weights make you bulk up? I think you talked about that. How much weight should I use so I don't bulk up? So that's like the 5 pound, 10
That's a
pound.
good question. That's a good
Yeah,
question.
so those two are from Cheryl.
Okay, Cheryl, thank you for those questions, and I will answer the first one. The first one is you have to go on your phone, and you can even do it now and just look up like how many calories should a person who is 6'3", 264 pounds eat a day. You're not 6'3", 264. I am. So that's what I would put in. And then they would say 2,000, what did I say earlier? 2,750, which sounds overwhelming for me though, by the way. I don't think I eat that many calories. I really don't. So it's just like, dang, I really have to push myself to eat that much. However, I am still going to stay in a deficit so I can lose weight. So what you're going to do is look up the calculations for your body, your weight. You can also even look up like one that looks up your body type, and they sometimes give recommendations, but I would start with the body height and weight. They're going to tell you a number, and then you are just going to cut that down probably by 300, and that's your body being in a caloric deficit. And then that's how, and no matter what, you're going to lose weight if you're in a deficit of the calories you're eating. Now, what I would say is my sister and I are having a argument about this a little bit. So I'm playing with some ideas. I've been lifting weights a long time, like, and doing different things. Sometimes I go really heavy with like really light, with like really low reps, which gets me strong. I mean, like mad strong. But when I'm toning up though, I always want the person with the most reps wins the toning battle. So what I would say is you want to go middle resistance, high reps. So I will start my workout. So I'm telling you what I do, but to answer your question is you should go with a mid-level amount for, I can't tell you what to do because I don't know your strength level. But let's say that your max weight, let's say that you're doing curls, bicep curls, and you want those arms to get really toned, you're doing bicep curls. If you can bicep curl a 10 and do it 3 times, right? 3 times. I would say drop the weight to 5, drop the weight to 2.5, drop the weight to whatever, and be able to get 15. I would just shoot for 15 reps. And if you can do 15 and you get into that 15th one, and you're like, oh, yes, I'm burning. Then you know that you're doing it right, right? And just hold the last one too, by the way. The negatives are really good. Just hold the last one. Like you can't do anymore. Just hold it until you can't no more.
Hold it.
So those are negatives. And I can talk to you more about negatives too, but like that's what I would say. But you don't want to go too heavy. You can hurt yourself. That's the first thing. If you're hurt, you can't do anything. So, and then you eat more. You don't want to do that. So drop the weight to about what you can do, like 50% of what you can do. And you can test it out, but just don't hurt yourself. But 50% of what you can do. But if you can get to 15 reps, or you get to 12 to 15, and you're like, whoo, that's burning. And I got to my 3rd set, I'm done. Then you know that you're good money. I would say with working out, and like you may see people doing stuff at the gym, if you don't know how to do it, just somebody in there, I know it feels weird, just ask. Just say, can you help me with this or whatever? People are really willing to do that. Even if they look like the fittest person in there, they really usually believe in this thing that they do. It's a mindset too, and they want to help people in most cases. And that's why I had my organization is really Big Bronx Flex, is bringing Bronx people together by working out. So it's just like we work out together, and I invite them in. Like, most of the time you think that you're on your own island, but really you're not. They will help you if you need help. Your health and your not being injured is really, really important. So just ask for help. If you don't know, just use one of the machines though. Machines work just as well as anything else. And I was my kids, I don't know if I should show you guys this, but I have resistance bands too, which are great to have if you don't.
Yeah, I showed them that last week. Jason,
Right.
when we talked about types of exercise equipment, we went over the resistance bands too. And they're good for travel. Like I was saying, if you travel, you can't take dumbbells with you. Take those bands with you and do some resistance.
They do wonders. I mean, like, and it helps you with like just the holding of the weight. Because sometimes if you can't hold a dumbbell, you have to drop it. But like a resistance band, you might be able to get half and then just have to like slowly let go and without hurting yourself. My kids created a bungee jumping right behind me, so I can't show you my resistance.
Oh,
band.
that's so cool.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't judge my house because I didn't really clean it. So these resistance bands that you see, well, that's my boxing thing right there. But you see this, that swing right there.
Yeah.
So instead of them just putting it up to the hook to the house, they use my resistance band.
I love it. That's so
cool.
scientific.
Okay, there. They're pulling themselves down.
I love it. It's like a juggle gym for the little kids. There's a little kids gym.
Right. It's a COVID Christmas gift. It was like, we were like, y'all got to get off of my couch and breaking it and tear this place up. Tear the downstairs up.
I love it. All right. Deidre. Hi, Deidre.
Did I know Deidre?
Deidre Bell. Do you know her?
I'm not sure. But
okay.
I love you anyway, Deidre. What's up?
Deidre says, what type of protein shake? Oh, I think you answered that. What type of protein shakes do you drink, and what are your thoughts on juicing? Now, we didn't talk about juicing. Okay. I personally don't juice because of the sugar. So for me, it will tear me up because I'm diabetic. But what is your thing about juicing?
I actually think juicing is okay. The reason why I say it's okay, because you are getting like lots of great vitamins and minerals and stuff inside your body, and it's going to be fast absorbing too. So like, remember, like for a diabetic, they have to really look at the sugars and those things. Everybody has to, right? Because we all have to have our insulin take and all those things. I have a son who is type 1 diabetic, so it's like we have to pay attention to those things a lot. However, if you're pre-diabetic, that's another thing. You don't want to get to that level, so you want to continue looking at your sugar intake and then your exercise intake and those things like Lakisha has, and probably encourage you to. What I will say though about juicing is it's okay because it is a quick fix to give you a lot. Look at it as like a sugar-full multivitamin. Like you're getting a bunch of stuff in there. It tastes good or whatever. However, though, it's always best for your body to break down those different things. Like while there's celery in celery juice is really good for you, nothing better than your body breaking down celery though. So if you like carrot juice, nothing better than your body just eating the carrot and breaking it down. And guess what? You can't eat enough like greens, right? The poundage of greens, your body is just it just fills up. You want your body to fill up so you're not. So like Lakisha said earlier, I don't drink my calories because it's too easy. Like it's too easy to down some coffee with a bunch of stuff in it. A juice could become your nightmare if you're drinking so much juice that all that sugar's going in there, all those calories are coming, and it's so easy. It's just so accessible. So if you are a juicer, I don't say stop. Like beet juice, all those things. Like I'm not going to sit here. I don't have time to prepare a beet. But I love the benefits of beet, right? But I am very mindful though. Like I'm not drinking a lot of beet juice or celery juice and those things. I'm just trying to eat them. I'm just trying to prepare them and eat them, and then your body breaks them down, and that's just the way God intended your body to work. So it's like I just think that's how you're going to burn. Your metabolism is going to skyrocket. It's not going to skyrocket It's not going to skyrocket if you're using juices. And then that's the same idea with the protein shake too. The protein shake is like, it goes to your bloodstream. The whey makes it goes a little bit slower, but really you just consuming protein is going to be the best thing for your body because it's working to take care of itself.
Yeah, I love that. And I like the message here that we really have to do some research, talk with our doctors, and make sure we do the exercise and eating and drinking plan that works for us and our bodies and our situations. It's not a one size fit all, like a lot of just like I tell people with diabetes, don't believe everything that's on every diabetes website, because some websites tell you to eat stuff with sugar in it, with too much sugar in it, and it's a diabetes website. And the same thing with exercise. Sometimes people tell you to do stuff that's not, it's not right for you, but it's on a big exercise website, and they tell you it's golden. So you really have to do your research and find out what works for you.
If I could add something to that with and then you get to your question, like, and also I just want to tell everybody here, like, the things that you see, like, all of us are like, our eyes are enticed by what we see, right? So it's like, if you see people in magazines and they look this way, or you see people on TV and they look a certain way, or you look at these fitness programs and those different things, remember, they are trying to sell you something, right? So remember, like, your health is number one. You can make goals for yourself, but you should not be killing yourself or messing up the other priorities you have in your life in order to make this happen. This should all come into the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in order. It's supposed to synergize with your life. It's supposed to make you feel better, help you fight off depression and seasonal depression, those things. These things actually happen. But if you're going after it unintentionally too, like unintentionally, we make expectations for ourselves because we saw somebody else look like this on Instagram and those things. Don't fall for it. They are selling you a product. The thing that you have is like yourself, your longevity. Your body is doing what it's supposed to do. You're just going to take care of it so you can do what you're put on this earth to do. That's the way I look at it.
Come on, y'all. We're talking to Coach Epting, the big Bronx Flex. He's coming on here not only talk about exercise, but coaching. So thank you so much, Jason. We have a couple more questions. Tori says, good morning. Can you recommend a website to check my calorie intake? But you say you can just go on Google, right?
Yeah, you can just Google it, and none of them, I mean, nobody's going to steer you wrong. Try a couple of them. I do the same thing. I would just find any of them. I don't have one, but I don't have one specifically, but I think you can find one on any one of those. Be careful of ones that are like, they're selling you a product afterwards though. They're like trying to guilt you into like, if you don't do this part, if you don't have our fasting plan, then you're not going to be able to make your goals. Like,
some of those apps, they want
they might ask like 2 or 3 more questions. There's resources out there. Just straight up put in, how many calories should I have? How many calories should I eat per day? You'll get a few on there. You'll put your height, your weight. They may ask one more question, but if they ask more than that, they're probably trying to get something from you. But height and weight, and then they're going to push out a number, and you're just going to subtract 300, 400.
Okay. And then Margetta, hi Margetta. She says, how often do you fast, Jason?
Okay, so different seasons call for different things. Right now I'm shredding, so it's like I want to like take down my fat intake or fat percentage and up my muscular, like this like percent body fat. I want that to be lower. So usually throughout a year I'll fast probably, I mean, I'm an intermittent faster, so I fast probably about 6 months out of the year. But other times I'm doing kind of intermittent fasting where it's like I still stay in the same windows, but I'm not really tracking much. I'm just like living my life and just working out and just being happy and doing those different things. I also go on fast. So here, I'm sorry, Lakisha, this is just who I am. I go on fast, like not just fast for health sake, but like fast, like spiritual sake. So some of those fasts coincide with each other. So there might be a month that I'm just like taking a fast. I mean, it depends on what's going on in life, right? Like I might have a water fast where I just like fast, just like some of my Muslim brothers and sisters do. If it's during that time, I might be engaging in that kind of fasting with them just to be in community with them. And
Amazing.
every time I take these things away, I'm asking God for more guidance, more things. I mean, I just got off a fast from Facebook where it's like, I just don't,
I do that.
yeah,
I
it's
do
just like,
because I'm not Catholic, but I used to teach at a Catholic school, and I was administrator at a Catholic school. And one thing that I really held on to personally, is the 40-day Lent season. That's
exactly.
very sacred for me individually. Right. It's when I do things like fast off Facebook and fast off potatoes or whatever, God, wants me to fast off so I can really hear him. And I get a revelation every time I do that.
Every single time. So mine is like, sometimes you just got to feel it out, like with your relationship with God and the creator. So it's like, I went off Facebook for a while because I could feel that I was getting caught up in stuff that like, and remember, like, I think there's, even with this workout stuff and like fitness, there's traps set for you. There's traps set for you that like you start to feel badly about yourself and all this stuff that's like, it spins into your other stuff, right? So for me, like, part of my testimony is like, I've been counting calories since I was like in middle school, because when I grew up, I was like a chunky kid, or they call me Bam Bam, because I was rough and tough, but I was like chunkier than my brothers and sisters. So while I feel great, I know I look great and all those things, I still suffer from body dysmorphia, and other people might feel that too. Like, you may look at like, oh man, that person's so fit and they got it all together. I don't have it together. There's people who are really struggling out there that every time they look in the mirror, it's not, they don't see what you see. So just remember that this is a journey for you, and you don't have to like look a certain way. You just need to feel that you're on this earth to do what you're supposed to do. But continue to put that in there too, because I think it gives you energy so that you can keep going, and longevity, so you can live the years you're supposed to do the work you're supposed to do. So yeah. So I do different fasts for both. Like, usually when I say fast, I'm talking about a spiritual fast. Intermittent fasting is just a lifestyle. So I do that most of the year. And sometimes I'm just like, I'm not. I'm just working out, eating whatever.
Yeah, I love that, because it's not just about exercise, even though exercise is a highly trending topic everywhere. But it's about the triangulation and alignment of exercise, body, a mind, body, and soul, that triangulation of all of those things. So it's not, it's not really categorized as a complex intertwining of all those that really help people, in their daily journey.
Right. And it's a dual process too, because here's the thing, like, I think people, and it doesn't have to be spiritual, but it could be something that you need in your life, right? So when I'm like walking to the gym, I'm literally listening to like gospel music, or I'm listening to a podcast or something that's about like my connection with God. So that's my first part of the day. But guess what? When I get to the gym and I'm throwing big weights around and I'm doing stuff, I got some motivational music in my head.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm Cardi B in there. You be like,
right, it's like I got like theme songs in my head all the time, right? And then when I'm doing, like, let's say it's different and it's cardio, which, by the way, if I'm trying to get in shape, meaning get in shape to do stuff like be able to sprint, be able to play basketball, those things, I actually train and condition. That's different than just getting your conditioning. Is like you're getting your body conditioned for something, right? If I was about to run the marathon, which is coming up, I would condition my body and like run like a mile a day. One day it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to the time you run the marathon. That's different. Conditioning is different than just having health and fitness goals. Me personally, like, if I was trying to get to, let's say, basketball, or like be able to do stuff I used to do in basketball, I'll get on the treadmill, I'll put the incline up, but then I will go like 4 minutes at like really good pace. And then I'm going to sprint 1 minute and then walk a minute. Sprint 1 minute, walk a minute. Sprint 1 minute, walk a minute. Yeah. That's kind of like a Tabata. So look that up too. Tabata.
Yeah. I had an app with Tabata on it. I didn't know what it meant until I started doing the exercise. I was like, oh, this is interval stuff.
It could be like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It can be 1 minute on, 1 minute off. That's usually what a Tabata is. But me personally, like, I like to use what I can. If I'm on a treadmill, I don't keep it at the same level. I just like walk at like 3 something, and just put it at the highest incline, you'll burn more calories that way. But my heart rate isn't going skyrocketing. And I know that my muscles are getting toned from that. And I do that for like, 12 to 20 minutes, and it's fine. So you don't have to be like, I can't breathe. It doesn't have to be that way. You're building muscle while you're doing it. It doesn't have to be that way. So
it's getting your heart rate up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's making your heart rate.
Exactly. You shouldn't have to feel like you're killing yourself. It shouldn't feel like that.
Okay.
Oh, wait, she said, what's some programs? Oh, I swear. Okay, there's a lot out there. That's something I want to tell everybody.
Yes.
There's so many resources out there that it becomes overwhelming is what I think. Like, you can literally look up something right now and there's going to be 17 people trying to vie for your interest and be like, oh, no, ours is the best. No, our kettlebell thing is the best. No, ours is the best. HIIT is this and this and that. All these things. Here's the thing. Find something you really enjoy, you could see yourself doing. If you want to get somebody's program, I swear by Beachbody. The reason why is like I started my like pull-up journey, which I didn't used to be able to do like one pull-up, but like after doing P90X, I was able to do many pull-ups, and now I'm shooting for a goals of like some big goals, especially for my weight. Like at 265, pulling your own weight up is a lot. So I'm like, I like the idea of that competitiveness with myself. But there's so many different options on there. There's Country Heat where you can do country music. There's Zumba. There's yoga. There's like so many different ways to go. You just got to pick one, and then like whoever you like. That's what I go by. Who do I like talking to and listening to? Sean T is one of my friends now. He's not, but I tried it. Sean T is my
long time.
and the P90X guy is really cool too. So I'm like, all right, so I would do theirs. I tried other people's and they're great too. I would say Beachbody, I really love it. And you can get a streaming for an entire year for like $100. I thought about like, okay, the gym, them. I remember the transformation I saw from P90X. I was like, you know what? It's worth it for me to get the streaming for $100 in a year than the money I wasted not going to the gym when I wasn't getting there. I will also recommend, okay, this is, I'm not trying to, I don't work for them, but this is what I hear. I hear that there's like, I don't want anybody to feel like they're part of a cult, but it always feels good to be part of something big and other people are doing it. I hear a lot of people are just swearing by Peloton. And it's not just the bike. They have a treadmill.
It's a program that they have.
Right. And I don't think you have to get their stuff.
No, you don't. My husband got the it's a monthly subscription to all of their it's like Beachbody kind of sort of.
Exactly. And I hear that like people like find that person that's like talking in their ear and like they say some some encouraging things. And then you find yourself like hearing them in your ear while you're working out. And I could see how that could be really, really impactful. And that there's like people across the world who like, they don't even like talk about the people anymore. They're just like, oh, coach this, coach that. And they're like, and they feel like they know them like I know Sean T. So I guess that would be something similar. So
yeah,
I think people do that. But again, you don't have to spend money if you don't want to. There's definitely a lot of programs out there. If you feel like, I don't know if people know this, but Lakisha and I's business, like we like things that are like stacked on top of each other and somebody created it and planned it intentionally to move up so that you get better or you get stronger in those things. If you're piecemealing a lot of stuff together, you're still going to benefit from that, but you might not benefit from it than doing something and finishing it all the way out. And you can prove it to yourself. You can finish something. I think that will keep you going a lot longer than just trying to Pinterest yourself through your workouts.
Thank you. Woo, we are at time. I wish we weren't because we have a lot to do. But Coach Epting, if anyone wants to receive coaching from you or contact you after this for your services, how can they get in contact with you? And I can probably put it in the chat too.
Yes, I am on Instagram at Big Bronx Flex. It sounds so weird saying it, but it's like it's a bunch of Bronx people getting together. What am I supposed to do? The wording is supposed to be like it's a flex. Like we're designed for greatness. We're always on a flex. It's always a flex. That's the way you know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know. I got a lot of stuff in my brain, but You can also hit me up just on my personal email, and I don't mind anybody having it. It's jasonepting@gmail.com. And if you need just advice or anything, I would definitely respond back to you. But questions, I love this kind of stuff, by the way. But if you wanted to have a whole plan or a whole consultation, I'm more than happy to help you with that as well.
Yes, thank you so much, Jason. I know you gotta go. I know you have like just your Saturday is filled. So I appreciate you. We all appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us about something so very vital and important to all of our lives.
It's my honor. Thank you for sharing me with your community, and we're all family now. If you need something, we look out for each other. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good. Bye, Jason.
Bye.
Woo! Yeah, that was so much fun. I gotta do interviews more often. I mean, we're learning so much. So thank you so much, everyone. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video because the replay is always available. Let people know about Coach Epting. He has a program, and he's, as you can see, he's a wonderful coach who can really help you. Even if you just want like just an exercise plan or something like that, and you want to contact him to help you with that, that would be great. So thank you so much. I gotta go because I have a Success My Way Academy class that's waiting on me. So today is Success Saturday. Y'all know what it means. Do something today to love on yourself. Today is Self-Love Saturday. I know I am taking my 6-year-old to the pumpkin patch today, and I'm going to love on myself as I love on him. So love on yourself today. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, this is the last day for exercise. Next week, we're going to talk about food, and I might even like try to do some cooking one day. So next week we'll start a series on food because we have Thanksgiving coming up, we have Christmas coming up. Like, how do we eat during all these holidays and kind of stay healthy? Okay, we're gonna be talking about food. We're gonna be talking about food. All right, tribe. See you later. Talk to you soon. Bye, friends.